Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. He signed it. He signed it. Number one. Number one. MKE, baby. Fear the deer. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the fact that Giannis Antetokounmpo has signed the SUPERMAX, which is a 5-year, $228 million extension with the Milwaukee Bucks. He's going to be in 414 for the next 5 seasons, unless he demands a trade, but no, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the fact that we're going to have Giannis on the squad for years to come, and as my dad just pointed out to me, it's actually 6 seasons since he's obviously under contract for 1 more year on his past deal. So this is the best news that I've gotten in a long time. I have had a bit of a hard week, and this really just brought up my spirits so much. I was so happy to hear this news, and I've just been smiling ever since I got it. What this means to the Bucks franchise, that we are able to have one of the best players in the whole world commit to our franchise and be a member of our team and of our city and state for years to come, is just so special to me, and it makes me so happy that Giannis is committed. He has found a home here, and this is where he wants to be for the next portion of his life. And as a sports fan, I was alive when the Packers won the 2010 Super Bowl, or was it 2011, whatever. I wasn't really old enough to grasp how monumental it is for a sports team that you love to win a championship. And I haven't really had that in my lifetime. And so this is the best moment that I can remember as a sports fan. Having Giannis commit long term is just so special to me. And I'm so proud to be a Milwaukee Buck fan today. We have one of the best players in the league for years to come. He's my favorite player. I mean, I don't know how we can be anyone in Milwaukee's not favorite player. He's a great person. We have loved what he's done for the community here, made so many sacrifices, given up so much time and money to give opportunities to those that don't necessarily have them. He's hilarious. He has so many great jokes, as all of his teammates have witnessed. He's never shy during press conferences. He's always one to tell a joke, although they're not always the funniest. Just the fact to see a huge man like that just up there smiling and happy just can make anyone laugh. And I'm just so happy that this guy is going to be on our team long term moving forward, and I can't get over that. On the basketball court, clearly he's terrific. One of the best players in the NBA overall, and he's a great finisher at the rim. He's one of the best transition players in the NBA. I'd say it's a tier of him, LeBron, and Zion at the top in terms of transition stuff. He is established a really solid half-court offensive game as well, where he's able to utilize his long strides to get to the rim, and he finishes at a high level. He's worked on a mid-range game that he's ironed out and made become one of the better mid-range shooters in the entire NBA. That hasn't quite stretched out to the three-point line, and he's still not as good of a free throw shooter as he could be. But if he reaches those 2 heights, it's the icing on the cake, and he'll become a really complete offensive player if the jump shot gets to the level that, honestly, I think everyone thinks that it can, considering how hard of a worker Giannis Antetokounmpo is. And on the defensive end, he might be even better than he is on offense. He is one of the best team defenders in the entire NBA, does a great job of being in the right position, is terrific at playing on the weak side and coming over to contest shots as the weak side rim protector, secondary rim protector. He can play alongside someone like Brook Lopez. He can play the 5 as the primary rim protector. He can switch out and guard almost every player in the NBA at a high level. He's overall just an outstanding defender, and with that compiled with his offensive skills, this guy is top 3 in my opinion. I have LeBron number 1, Kawhi 2, Giannis 3, but You could have him even higher than that. Oh, I'm just so happy. Oh my gosh. It's a shame that I was at school when this news broke, because if you guys would have seen my initial reaction, it probably would have just been an overwhelming amount of just happiness and elation at us locking up Giannis for the next 6 seasons. I guess we'll talk a bit more about the team. We gave up so many future assets in order to acquire Jrue Holiday, and a lot of people really thought that that was going to hurt the Bucks long term. Like, what if Giannis leaves after this season and they don't have any of their first round picks moving forward? They're screwed. Well, Giannis isn't leaving. So we're going to have one of the better teams in the NBA for at least the next 2 seasons, where Giannis is in MVP form, Chris Middleton is in all-star form, Jrue Holiday is an all-star level player. We have Brook Lopez, who is still a high-level center. I would certainly rank him in the top 8-ish starting centers in the NBA. Dante DiVincenzo and Bryn Forbes and Torrey Craig are all solid options as role players on the wing. DJ Augustine is a terrific backup point guard, one of probably the 5 or 10 best at that job in the entire league. Bobby Portis and DJ Wilson are 2 still young players that have room to grow as backup big men. There's a lot of promise on this roster, and I really think that the Bucks are, in my opinion, and I am biased, clearly the favorite to win the championship for this season. If I were a betting man, I'd have my money on the team from MKE. In the future, that isn't quite as promising because Jrue Holiday is on the wrong side of 30. Chris Middleton is getting close to 30. I think that we've probably got 2 more seasons of peak Jrue Holiday before his decline starts, and probably 3 or 4 more years of prime Chris Middleton before he starts to decline. But in those 3 or 4 years, this Bucks team is going to have loads of success with that 3-headed monster of all-star caliber players at the top, as well as an assortment of role players that many of which still have room to grow, still have room to develop, and reach a higher potential as role guys. The picks that the Pelicans got now clearly don't look as good as they did when this trade was initially made, the Jrue Holiday trade, that is. But some of them still extend past this Giannis contract. There's still a chance that the Giannis could leave this team following the expiration of his 5-year deal. And at that point, the Pelicans are probably looking at a pretty juicy top 5 pick, possibly. But that doesn't matter. The Bucks are all in on the next 2 years, and if they win a championship or even reach the finals, I want to say, it will all have been worth it. I'm just so happy to have Giannis locked up long term. I don't think that there's any other player I would have made a video based off of them signing an extension. I didn't make one for Anthony Davis signing the extension. I didn't make one for LeBron. And those are 2 other top 7 players in the NBA. But as a Bucks fan, I felt obligated to make this video. There's going to be another video coming out later on today, the Miami Heat season preview, I believe. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out that Heat video when it does come out. I think that's going to be it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm over the moon! So happy. But I'll see you all again very soon.